All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Weather Live Weekly Outlook here on this February 7th of 2024. And Punxsutawney said we can expect an early spring. Feels a lot like spring out there for much of the eastern United States today. Beautiful weather. We've got a few more days of this, and I want you to take it in because it's not going to last. In fact, during this update, we're tracking the return of potential snowmakers across the Ohio River Valley, the Appalachians, the Mid-Atlantic, and for much of New York State. So we're going to be focused on that here in just a minute. Right now it is nice, though, so I want you to be sure to take advantage while you can. Let's start you off here with the infrared, or make this the jet stream imagery, showing that we've got a trough developing out west right now. That's where the storminess is, and we still have good ridging across the east central United States. The jet stream beginning to change shape, though. It's beginning to consolidate a little bit, which is going to play a pretty big time factor. Let's go on over to the satellite, and this is the radar, actually, also with the warnings on there, showing the warnings from all across the United States. Nothing going on until you head out west. There we have a number of these winter storm watches and winter weather advisories. Putting on the precipitation, not a lot. Okay, mountain snows, some valley rains. You got some showers across the plains right now. Not a big deal. Now, what is a big deal are those temperatures. So take a look at this. Put those temperatures on here. And wow, how nice is that? Look at these. Even Chicago, 46 degrees. Let's get up into New York State, 43 for Buffalo right now. It's well up into the 50s for the Ohio River Valley. Sitting at 66 degrees in Nashville, Tennessee right now. That's some pretty nice air. And unfortunately, we're not going to have it too much longer, but we are, in fact, going to have it going into the start of the weekend. All right, let's take a look at the models. We're going to get to when those snows can be expected near you. This is the jet stream via the latest run of the European forecast model, showing that trough out west, ridge in the east for now. If we move forward in time, you can see that the trough kind of broadens out. There's going to be several storms that travel along that. And look how active the jet stream gets here as we go throughout the course of the weekend and then into early portions of next week. This is the part that I'm really going to be focused on, with multiple storm tracks that are now beginning to show that potential for some snowfall for areas that really haven't seen a ton of snow so far this year. All right, so with that being said, here is the latest run of the European forecast model, all the action out west. Again, the high elevation snows, the valley rains. We've got showers associated with that first front arriving on Thursday into Friday. This is across the Midwest, just all rain showers for the Great Lakes here. Kind of a rarity this time of the year. The snow relegated to the northern tier. That first wave moves through, trough moves through, front moves through the Ohio River Valley by Saturday, and that's when those temperatures will begin to tumble, and then we've got more energy coming up behind it. And we'll need to watch because there has been a lot of waffling with this particular range here. This is for Monday. Pretty decent low pressure traveling right up the spine of the Appalachians with a band of snow that develops behind it. This has got really great support from the previous run of the GFS, showing a swath of some pretty good snow right there across the Ohio River Valley. Going back to the European, this is the current run, and you can see it could drop several inches there across portions of central, southern Indiana, Ohio. And then as we work our way into the Northeast, you can see that could be quite a bit of snowfall as well for portions of New York State and into New England. So, interesting trend with the models. We'll have to continue to monitor and see if we can catch more details as to where that exact placement of those lows will be. But just know if you're in the Ohio River Valley, that potential is there for some decent snow early next week. Now, temperatures right now, way too warm. We're going to go from where we are now. Take a look at this for your Thursday. Temperatures all over the place. We'll look for actual high temperatures here. And look at that. I mean, 50s to around 60 all the way across the Ohio River Valley. We've got 60s across the Mississippi River Valley. Back to the plains, 70s for Texas. And that warmth expands on Friday, but it's pretty clear to see where that cold front is located, moving across the Midwest as we head on into Friday and Friday night. A ton of warmth ahead of it with all those widespread 60s, even near 70 degrees across portions of the plains. Here for Friday, that's going to feel really nice. And then on Saturday, that front sweeps through the Ohio River Valley, and then you can see all the cold air that comes in behind it. But there's going to be a quasi-stationary front, and that's where that low is going to develop, perhaps on Monday. But looks like more than sufficient cold for the possibility of some snowfall. All right, so that's what's happening. We're going into, obviously, a warm period now. It's going to last for a few more days, and then that changes over the weekend with a little bit of inclement weather. But as far as what we're looking at in the longer term, let's take a look over at the Climate Prediction Center's current 8 to 14 day outlook. And below normal temperatures for most of the eastern 2/3, 3/4 of the United States, exception being out west, where they have been very cold recently. So the pendulum is going to swing in the other direction. And then you might be able to pair that with somewhat drier than normal conditions across most of the eastern U.S., with wetter than normal conditions associated with the very active southern branch of the jet stream across the southern U.S. At least that's the way it looks right now. That's my story, as they say. We're going to stick to it. In the meantime, enjoy this warmth. We'll be watching it over the course of the weekend. If we need to provide an additional update pertaining to snow potential, we will, and expect that over the course of the weekend as well. In the meantime, you guys enjoy the warmth. We'll talk to you again soon.